good evening. East St. Louis in the house looking so lovely. Give you all a round of applause. You all look so beautiful tonight. I'd like to welcome you to the first annual Colors of Cancer Coalition Benefit Banquet. This is the first time coming together as a family. So many people have been affected by this disease, but we are here to celebrate our warriors. I want you all to have a wonderful time, enjoy the beautiful band, have a wonderful evening, and thank you all for coming.
And 2 years later, I was ready to go back to work, and I spit up blood. I ran to the emergency room. They ran tests on me. They said I had lung cancer in my right lung. They wanted to cut my right lung out. God is so good. My mother, my family, got on the internet finding out about one lung. But see, church is awesome, isn't it? Because God will put people in your path to let you know what you're supposed to do. Now, they gave me a week to think about it. But I went to church and I talked to one of my prayer partners, and he said, I heard you had cancer. I don't know who it is in this church, but somebody gonna be a living testimony. So when somebody tell you something like that, what are you gonna say? It's me, I'm gonna be the living testimony. I went back and told the surgeons, I said, I'm not gonna let you cut my lung out. I'm gonna stand on God. They said, if the cancer come back, we can't cut your lung out. But you gotta remember, Psalms 118 verse 8. It's best to put trust in the Lord, refuge in the Lord, than trust in a man. I always say one or two, but both of them will let you down every time. But the Lord will never forsake you.
At this time, I would like to celebrate those warriors who fought a brave fight and who have earned their wings. Giving honor to the beloved Vicky Cotton, Jeremiah Radford, East St. Louis Police Lieutenant Robert B. Dean, East St. Louis Fireman Alfonso Luke Williams, James Leroy, Martha Custer, Regina Violetta Holmes. From the house of Ooh Wee, Daphne Liddell. Rest in peace, my sister. And last but not least, Mr. William Joseph Hicks. May your souls rest in peace. May I have a moment of silence, please? Thank you so very much.
Let's give it up for Councilman June Hamilton, Dean. All right. Right now we want to bring up the Faces of Cancer Coalition. Let's give it up for them. Let's give it up for them. They put on this program tonight.
I have one more name. Mr. James Bell.
All right, Faces of Cancer Coalition. Let's give a round of applause for them putting on this solid event tonight. The Faces of Cancer Coalition.
Y'all gonna give it up for me better than that now. Y'all need to stand up on your feet and give it up. You know what I'm talking about? It don't cost soldiers that didn't make it. They got family members in here. You know what I'm talking about? So at the same time, we want to give it up for them that didn't make it. Give it up for them one more time, y'all. Give it up for them one more time. This right here is, I appreciate it. We thank everybody that came out tonight. Everybody that came out tonight. Give it up for yourselves one time. Oh, that's how y'all feel about yourselves? That's how y'all feel about yourselves? He's a team player. This is our team. He's the co-founder of this. So we're going to let him talk.
Once again, I want you guys to give yourself a round of applause. It's cold outside. I know it's cold. I know y'all, it's getting late for some of y'all. It's your bedtime. But you know, I just want to give some love back. This was love. I see one of my heroes sitting over there. He'll be speaking later on. You know, and I want to give all the honorees. I want you guys to stand up. And I want you to clap, because these people have been through some fights and some turmoil and some trials and some tribulations. They've been through a whole lot. And you guys need to be standing up and giving them some claps. You need to be giving them some love. You need to show them that you love them. We need to feel the love for these survivors in this building tonight, because this is why we're here. It's not about me. It's not about anybody in this coalition. It's about the survivors. And this is the first inaugural event. This is going to be more of many. So without further ado, I'm going to give the mic to my rest of my teammates, and we're going to, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Cancer Coalition. And you know, we're going to speak more about this at the end of the evening, but it wasn't easy getting here. It wasn't easy getting here. But once again, I'm going to give the mic to the rest of the coalition and let these young ladies speak. Because you know, I'm the only man in the group, so you know what I'm going through. All right.
Good evening, everyone. If you all don't know me, I'm Patricia Andrews. I'm a postal lady in the area. I cover Alderton, Centerville, East St. Louis, Fairmount City. I walk all those areas. And I often hear people coming to me all the time. Miss Pat, I got diagnosed with cancer. Miss Pat, I'm going through. Miss Pat, I don't have money to pay my bills and different things right now. One of my godchildren going through, and it's just a blessing just to be able to help somebody when they in their time of need. I called T-Baby, I called Miss Brenda, and I said, let's do something. I want to help somebody in our area, do something positive for the city. And everybody got on board. We all have jobs, we do. We've been meeting every night, almost for a month or so. This came about like this. So I think we deserve a applaud on our back too. I love my city. I love my people. And we as a whole need to just do a whole lot better with each other and love each other. It's getting away from the tradition where people would help. Oh, I'm gonna bring you some vegetables over. I'm gonna bring you your groceries over. We as a people need to do better. So I think this is an excellent and positive thing we're doing here in this city. And I thank everyone for coming out.
All right, one more time, give it up for our honorees, our survivors. One more again, because it's not about us up here on the stage. We're just those vessels. But my name is Yvette Hicks, and I am the executive director of Colors of Cancer Coalition. These guys founded it. They brought me on as the executive director, so I'm honored. My dad also passed away from cancer 2 years ago, and I brought some things because he was a soldier. He is a soldier. I brought his flag, and I just wanted to be special because although he didn't survive, he still survives through me because I get to work with these good guys. So we're all survivors in here. We want to work together and reach out. So it's an honor for me just to be a part of this. And being a part of this, I learned about so many people in our area with cancer. I only knew a couple of different forms of cancer, but just the magnitude of cancers, colors of cancers represent all colors. And being involved with this, I'm learning so much myself. And I'm really honored to really help out my community. We're going to be setting up some early detection screenings and awareness and education and support groups. We're going to do so much stuff with this coalition, and we just ask that you guys continue to support us, get on board, because we're going to be here. We're here to stay, and we're glad you guys came out on this cold night to be a part of this too. So once again, we're all a part of it together, and we are survivors. All right.
Good people come from, work in, and live in East St. Louis, Illinois. I'm going to repeat that. Good people come from, live in, and work in East St. Louis, Illinois. As I have traveled around the world, I have to give honor to God first, and then my parents. My mother, Margaret Ivory, died of cancer. My father, Jewel Ivory, died of cancer. My women in my family die in their 50s. The buck stops here. Cancer has been the ruler of my family's life, for them to go on and rest in peace. And I am doing this because I want it to be a cause. I want them to know that you didn't die without an effort for us to reach as many people as we can in the community.
Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. History in the making, y'all. That's all this is history in the making. I'd like to thank my niece Tamika and my mighty class of 85. Thank y'all for everything y'all doing. History in the making. Brenda Gavin Mosley, history in the making. Look at this. I handle all the money and make sure that they do what they're supposed to do.
I want to get up here and say, 2 men been getting beat the last couple of weeks. Male power. Boom. I'm Maurice Scott, longtime coach, longtime team advocate. I'm just blending in. I want to thank all of you for bringing me on board the last couple of weeks. I've been doing PR, whatever they needed me to do. That's what I've been just fitting in to get in. So I really appreciate you guys having us. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Miss Jewel, Hamilton D.
Yes, this is such an awesome team. I really thank you all for welcoming me from the time I came on board. I also like to thank my daughters. Only one is here tonight, for raising me after I lost my husband and their father 22 years ago. They brought me this far, so I'd like to thank them. And my only sister, Deborah Tiffany.
Good evening. My name is Yvonne Henry. Give it up for the coalition. Amen. Give it up. Come on, y'all can give it up a little better than that. This is a celebration of life.
Y'all, this is Miss Yvonne Henry. Y'all give it up for y'all. She's y'all keynote speaker of the night. We also got Senator Claiborne in the building with us tonight. Miss Nina Robinson, East St. Louis Health District, we want to thank you. He's our health district over there with the information table, y'all. They do give free breast exams and cervical cancer exams, so if you need, it's right there on 20th Street, 20th and State, East St. Louis Health District. We want to thank you. We want to thank you. Please tell your boss and everybody else, we thank you for coming out support. Thank you.
And I know it's growing late in the evening and your stomach is nice and full. Did you all enjoy that meal? Wasn't it just delicious? All right, well, I'm a server at heart. If you saw me with a tray, I serve. That's what I do. Thought that I would have it. This is not normal, but I'm going to hold this just for a guide point. Tonight, I am here to speak with you about the challenges of cancer. I've been blessed with the assignment to bring about encouragement, awareness, support. Now, back in about 2006, April, I went to the doctor to have an annual exam. They gave me a mammogram script. I thought, nah, I'm too young for this. I don't need this. So I put it to the side. Then I went on to walk for a dear sister that I worked with. I walked in one of the cancer walks. And they were really, really stressing the fact of self-awareness, self-exam. So I thought, okay. And I went home, and I did the little wonderful things and got the feeling around and felt what seemed to be a marvel. So I thought, that's a little strange. I called my mom because, everybody know you want to call your mom when you feel something a little out of order. And I said, Mom, I think I got it wrong. She said, nah. So, I talked to my husband, which is my rock. I will get to speaking on him. And went ahead and went to the doctor. So, after one mammogram, the lady just kind of disappeared. I thought, wow, I'm pretty chatty, but I didn't think I ran her out the room. Went home, I got a call for another mammogram and an ultrasound this time. So time go on, don't hear too much. I take a nap. And I hear this promise. You're gonna have it. It's not about you. I'll bring you through. So I woke up and I looked at my husband and I said, I'm gonna have it. He was like, have what? I said, I don't know. And we went home. Later on, I got a call from the doctor. And it was confirmed. It was breast cancer. Baffled. Didn't know what to think. Because I should have been planning a birthday party. But instead, I was hearing this news. And you know what my craziest thought was? Hey, these 36 double D's ain't gonna be hanging out with me too long. See, because I was stage 2. Stage 2A. Aggressive cancer. And for us women of color, we have big, dense breasts. So if you're feeling something, it's been there for a while. So, I knew I had a promise. I knew I had some work. I heard from the doctor. And let me tell you, I go to church with some awesome people. I talked to one of the honorees. She is just so awesome. So encouraging, Miss Bertie Blackmon. She gave me words of encouragement. She said, baby, you'll make it. And she gave me some pointers to do. And I went on. Next thing you know, it's time for these surgeries. See, I was 38 when they told me, and I should have been planning for that 39th party, but instead I was planning for the fight of my life. See, let me tell you something. Cancer does not discriminate. It doesn't care what color you are, your age, your social economics, your tax bracket, what you drive, where you live. Cancer does not care. It's an ugly, mean thief. It comes to steal the quality of life. So when you hear these words, you do one or two things. You either strap on your gear and get in for the fight of your life, or you kind of bow down to it. But I'm sitting in a room of survivors, or those that have supported and taken care of, or those that are cheering on, or those that are still in the walk. So I get ready, and I'm a person, when you bring this thing to me, when you bring me something hard, I know that I'm a victor because of the God I serve. But I have to get it together. I have to strategize. See, you need to know your enemy. I knew I had to do this chemo. I knew I had to do this radiation. And I said, well, look, to my husband, you get to choose some noodles. How about that? You can go in there and pick whatever size you want. They can stand up, they can drop, they can lean to say, pick this thing. See, everything does not have to be a life-ending situation. It's how you look at it. See, when I was going through these treatments, they told me, and I watch on social media, and I watch my sister and brother survivors look good, feel good. See, when you know that you're looking good, it gives you that extra oomph, that push. Look good, feel good. So I understand. We're bringing awareness. Women, throw them arms up every now and again. Do a circle, go around. If it feels like a knuckle in there, check that out. We have to educate ourselves. Doesn't matter the age. It comes at all ages. Anytime, it's me, as I said. So for you that are sitting here as survivors, I salute you. It is such a hard fight. My G.I. Jane, I like to call her, Charmaine. She's did this thing so many times and she just look so well when she do it. So, okay, I get through my struggle. I hear this promise. I'm here, by the way, 10 years later. See, I heard that 10 years ago that it wasn't about me. You see me through, and here I stand. But you don't stand to do nothing about it. In my standing, I had to prepare for some more things because I told you I was a survivor. Now let me talk to you from a caretaker's point of view, as a supporter. 2 years later, my best friend was diagnosed with breast cancer. Same breast. So we went through the same procedures of doing this thing. Now, anybody who know, when you deal with this ugly, mean disease, there are times that somebody got to walk behind you cleaning up things that you do not desire them to see. Sometimes they have to bathe you. Sometimes you can't even lift your arm. So for the caretakers, you are our earthly angels. We cannot echo enough the appreciation for the things that you do to us. And you know, cancer don't only attack your body, it attacks your spirit and your mind. Some days you just cannot pull it together. And I think about the caretakers. You know, God gave me my solid rock, who at times had to bathe me, change me out, do things that I didn't desire. And he never uttered a word. God gave me my sister circle that was there time after time because I was coming before them, because in my sister circle, there's 2 that are dealing with or have dealt with cancer. Then we have 2, our moms. So when I heard about my youngest best friend, I heard her and my mom on the same thing. But caretakers, you've taught me and you've taught me well that sometimes when we can't do anything, we hurt, we don't understand, we just want to make it better for you. We get frustrated. So forgive us. It's not that we don't love you, but we love you so much, we don't want to see you hurt. So we're not getting short when we're caring for you. It's just that we want to make you better. And I know that because I knew he wanted to make me better. So I've talked to you from a survivor and from a caretaker. And now let me encourage you on how you can be a solution to help us with this remission and this fight. See, there will be times that you can't even purchase your medicine, or you don't have a ride, or things will just change. If you're able, if you purchase a ticket, or you're here for whatever reason, thank you. Not a little bitty thank you, a great big thank you, because any of your contributions are going to go to help someone that's dealing with this thing. So, I salute you, every one of you that's in this room that is helping us seek to bring a solution to the fighters. Those that are in the fight, get your gloves out and fight for your life. You have permission to fight cancer with every single thing in you. And when you're tired, look at your caretaker, because they fighting too. And it's all right. Now let me tell you what I do know. Love covers all things. Out of all the things I was given, when I would get a smile, a hug, just a go, sister, you got it. That was priceless. It's like we can draw off the love that you give. It gives us that strength to go on. But when we look in your face and you're not believing for us, it's kind of hard. I'm speaking from all sides of it. I know that many of us, and I preach by nature, but today I stand before you as a survivor. We can go to church on tomorrow. Let's talk real talk tonight. When you wake up and you have no hair, your eyebrows gone, you don't have breasts, it's a hard look in the mirror. It's not being vain, it's what you came with. It's hard to know that something came to take something from you, but you don't have to lay down and let it take it. I tell you now, take it back. Those of you that are in the fight, you are not alone. Look around this room. You are not alone. You have people here for you, fighting with you, for you, but we can only help if you allow us to. So you heard a lot of talk on tonight. I didn't need a paper because I think I just needed to talk about it. I love you survivors. I stand with you. We are united. Salute. I love you caretakers, supporter. We love you. I salute you. Job well done. Please continue. And I love you for those who are helping us bring solution to those who are in the fight. Your financial contribution does just that. I love you. God bless you. Amen. And we will now receive our honorary Senator James.
I have great pleasure to bring one of my classmates, East St. Louis class of 1981. A lot of you didn't know that he had cancer. Let's bring up our distinguished guest, one of our Faces of Hope Award winners, Senator James Claiborne.
Thank you, Scotty, and the Colors of Cancer Coalition. What a great job you all have done tonight, and we truly appreciate you all, those of us who are survivors, and as well as those of us who are going through something today. You know, I do want to thank God because my story, I was one of those, just like many of us who've gone through this, we said, why me? Is it really me? So just tell you a little bit about myself and my history. So it was the day after the primary in 2002, and I was going down the steps, getting prepared to drive to Springfield, and I slipped on the steps and I fell. And I got up, my back was a little sore, and put my clothes on, I drove to Springfield. By the time I got to Springfield, my knee had swollen, and I went to the nurse, and she told me to go to my room and ice my knee. So I did what she told me. The next day I woke up, I couldn't move my knee. So I had to have the bellman to come up and help me put my clothes on, and I drove home. Long story short, I was diagnosed with an ACL tear. And I went through the pre-op, and after the surgery, the doctor came to me and said, your creatinine level, which determines kidney function, was elevated. So he said, after you rehab your knee, then you need to come back and have tests. So I did. I rehabbed the knee, and I went back and had tests. And actually, I knew the doctor, and he actually came to my home and sat down on my couch and told me that I had kidney cancer. I was 38 years old at the time. And he said, and I remember, just like it was yesterday, I looked at him and said, was my name on those films? Because I couldn't believe it was happening to me. And that's something that I want to reiterate to you. You know, we always think it's the other person. But sometimes we are the other person. So having said that, we need to make sure that we go to the doctor, even though we don't want to hear the news. But particularly men, we need to go to the doctor and make sure on a regular basis that we're okay. Well, anyway, long story short, I go, I have surgery. I have what was called a partial bilateral nephrectomy. Basically, it means if I took my shirt off, which I won't, I have an upside down smiling face on my stomach. But what they did was they removed 2/3 of my left kidney and a few spots on my right kidney. And I didn't have to go through radiation, thank God, or chemo. They just cut it out of me. So I went on with my life. I had to go see the doctor the first few years, every 3 months, every quarter, I had to go see the doctor. And then in 2011, 9 years later, I went back for a regular checkup, and the doctor says, what have you been doing? I said, I'm actually eating better. I'm actually exercising, doing all the things I'm supposed to do. Anyway, long story short, he said, your kidneys are functioning at 12%. He said, I'm going to put a catheter in your chest tomorrow and you'll go on dialysis. And it happened just like that. The next day I showed up, he put a catheter in my chest, and that evening I went on dialysis. Now, not many people knew. I ended up going to a place at Fairview Heights for about 3 weeks, and they taught me how to do dialysis at home. So I did dialysis at home for a year and a half. I didn't miss Springfield. I kept working. I did everything I had to do because for me, I had to be strong and I had to make sure my life didn't change. So I wouldn't focus on that, but focus on the things I had to do. October of 2012, I received a phone call. And when you're going through dialysis, and I did it at home in my basement, at some point during the day, you begin to focus on getting on that machine and getting off that machine. And I appreciate Vanetta so much for helping me through that time. Because as Yvonne said, it's those caretakers, it's those loved ones that make a difference in your life. And I received a call in October of 2012. And it was from he's 23 now, it was from my 20-year-old son at the time. He said, "Dad, there's something bothering me." I'm thinking finals, whatever it was. And I said, "Well, what is it, son?" He says, "Dad, I don't like what you're going through." He says, "I need to know if I can help." And being the person that I was, I said, "Son, I'm the father and I'm the protector." I said, "Those are the things I do for you." I said, "No way at 20 years old will I allow you to do that." And my other sons wanted to participate too and help, and I told him that he couldn't do it, and I wasn't going to allow him to do it. So he hung the phone up, we hung up. He called me 2 days later. He says, "Dad, I know how stubborn you are." But he said, "There's some things I need to say to you." He said, "Everything that I have and everything that I have is because of you." He said that, "What you don't understand, Dad, if something happened to you and I didn't know if I could help," he said, "how would I live with it?" I immediately responded, I said, "If you helped me and something happened to you, how would I deal with it?" And then he finally said, "Dad, this would help you, but what you don't understand is that my brothers and I are going to have children. And we want you to be a part of your grandchildren's lives." And I still told him no. I went back to that diatribe, I'm the father, I'm the protector. And he said he knew all of that. So we were ending the conversation. He says, "Dad, I have some questions." He said, "I've done a little research and I have some questions." He says, "Is there anybody I could call to get my questions answered?" So I gave him a number. And he called me back we talked, but he called me back one day during the middle of the day, about 2 weeks later. And he said, "Dad, I have the best news of my life." And at the time, he was in school, he wanted to be a Wall Street banker. So he had been flying to New York. Somebody was flying to New York almost every week for about, 9 weeks in a row. So I said, "Son, which internship did you get?" He said, "No, I'm a match." And I broke down and cried because at that point, I realized that I couldn't tell him no. And he knew why I was upset. And he says, "Dad, I promise you that I would do the best to take care of myself." And he says, "Now that I know that I'm a match, Dad, you can't tell me no." Well, I had surgery at the Mayo Clinic. We go to the Mayo Clinic, we fly in because he has to go through a series of tests. We fly in, I meet him in Rochester on that Sunday before Thanksgiving, and he goes through a series of tests. They won't let me in. I had to rely on whatever he told me. And he came out of one of the tests with his head down. I said, "Son, what's wrong?" He said, "They say I have a pebble in my kidney." I said, "Oh, it's over with now. No, let's go home. We're going to make sure you're all right, then we're going home." He said, "See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. Because there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just dehydrated." I said, "I don't care. It's over. We're going to make sure you're okay." And we went through the process, and he was okay. And we came home for Thanksgiving, and he went to school. Went back to school. He comes home for Christmas, and he hands me an envelope. And I opened up the envelope, and it said he had been contingently approved to be my donor based upon a test. And I said, "Son, I thought we had discussed this." He says, "Yeah, you had discussed it and you had made your determination, but I didn't agree with it." So the one contingency was he had to have his blood pressure monitored for, I think, 18 hours. So we couldn't find, at the Mayo Clinic, they have a pressure you can strap on, and every 10 minutes, whether you're walking, sleeping, whatever it is, it'll take your blood pressure. We couldn't find one in this area. So he comes to me, it was the day before my birthday, I don't know if that had anything to do with it. And he says, "Dad, can you check me into the hospital so that they can take my blood pressure every 10 minutes?" At that point, I realized what it meant to me. It really connected with me, and I understood at least that he was not going to say no. So I take him to the hospital. Sure enough, they take his blood pressure every 10 minutes. And I felt bad because I couldn't stay. And the reason why I couldn't stay, I had to go home and get on the machine and have dialysis. So I go home, I come back, you know, he's ready to go, we leave. That was actually on the 30th of December. He gets a call 2 days later saying he's approved. I get a call that next day on the 3rd saying I had to be in Minnesota on the next day, on the 4th, at 7 a.m. for a doctor's appointment. We flew up, and I would have surgery on the 8th. We flew up, we go through everything, and on the 8th, they prep us for surgery. We're sitting around, we're talking, and then when they came to get it, I realized this was real, and I lost it. I told him, I said, "Son, I'm sorry, I prayed on this. I can't do it." I kind of used some bad words, get this out of my arm and all of this. And he came up and he grabbed me and he put his arms around me and hugged me. And he whispered in my ear, "Dad, it's going to be all right." And sure enough, he had surgery, and they brought me in. So I'm a recipient of my 23-year-old son's kidney. It's really a testament to his character, because one of the things that I didn't understand, you raise your kids, you do the best you can for them, but I really didn't understand how much love he had for me to allow somebody to put him to sleep, cut him open, and take a vital organ to give to me. There was never any hesitation on his part. He felt that this was something that he had to do. So I had to stay up there 18 days and go through a series of tests. And I'll never forget, he called me one day. We don't talk about it much, but he called me one day. I think about 8 days later, he would send me texts. And it was so profound that there are times when I see him, even that's almost 3 years ago, but he called me and said, "Dad, I want to thank you for allowing me to share that with you." And again, it just amazed me how much love that people have for you because of, I guess, something that I did or something that transpired. But I say to you, as I stand here today and all the things that I've gone through, you know, family is very important. Caretakers are very important. And people love you, but not just that they love you, then there are things that you have to do for yourself. And I'm telling you, there will never be a time that I will not go to the doctor. I don't care how great I feel. I don't care how great I look. I'm telling you, take it seriously. Go to the doctor. Take care of yourself. We may have to change some of our eating habits. We may have to exercise. But I tell you, it's all worth it. I was diagnosed like Yvonne at 38 years old with kidney cancer. So this is the end of the story. So 5 months after I had a transplant, I had to go back to the doctor for a checkup. And they brought me back 3 weeks after that. And they took out my 2 native kidneys. So the only kidney I have right now is my son's kidney. And the next day after the surgery, the doctor comes to see me. And he says, we did the right thing because you still had 1 centimeter of carcinoma in your left kidney, and you have 4 centimeters of carcinoma in your right kidney. So I called my son up as soon as the doctor leaves. I said, son, not only did you changed my life, you saved my life. He says, Dad, I don't want to talk about that. That's why I did it. So, God bless my son, my family, all my caretakers, Vanetta, and all that helped me. And I truly appreciate the fact that you all have believed in me enough to continue to elect me. And I haven't taken that for granted, and I've tried to live my life and do the things that I can to make this area and this district the best that I can provide resources for you. God bless you and thank you.
Don't leave here. Senator, I must confess to everybody in this room, and God, please forgive me. I told you a little white lie. We have a surprise for you, and one of my teammates kind of blew me out of the box with it, and I lied and said we didn't have it tonight. But Mr. Easter is going to read that to you, and we thank you so much. We are grateful for you, and we will elect you.
Well, once again, let's give him a round of applause for his testimony. And, you know, it's truly, truly an honor to actually present you with something tonight. So, without further ado, this reads, the Faceless Cancer Award recipient 2015, Senator James Claiborne, may your courage continue to be a measure of hope from the Cancers of Coalition. We appreciate you. We love you. You're our hero. Let's stand up and give him a round of applause, please. This is his first year.
I wanted to say something. As you guys heard the story, he received the Face of Hope Award. So not only is he our senator, but he is the face of hope for the Color of Cancer Coalition, as well as for anyone who represents what we're representing and everyone. So let's give him a round of applause for our Face of Hope Award winner.
Thank you. We got another little presentation for, we have some babies in the house. We have some children in the house that we need to honor. And I want you guys to stand on your feet for these kids, because it's truly, anybody that's going through the battles of cancer and in sickness, they understand what these babies are going through. And these are our babies. So we know we honor the adults, but you know, we all live for our children. You know, we have kids at Lincoln Middle, East Side, you know, one that has graduated. So we want to give them a round of applause because they are our future and we want to lift them up. We want to give them the courage to keep fighting so they could be here and relieve me of my duties. So let's give them a thunderous round of applause. Y'all ain't loud enough. Y'all need to get louder. Y'all need to act like we need to encourage these babies. These are babies. We need to encourage these babies tonight. We need to let them know that God loves them and He's going to protect them and see them through what they're going through. When the times get difficult, when the times get rough, that they can always turn on God when they can't turn on anybody else. So we want to make sure that they understand that we love them, and the Colors of Cancer Coalition is here to provide for them just something that's to make their Christmas a little bit brighter. So I have, first just raise your hand for me when I call your name. Melanie Harris. Give her a round of applause. Amonte Jones. Charlena Owens. These are our babies. And we want to let them know that we love them and we appreciate them for wanting to share their story, and their parents for allowing them to share their story and come here to receive this award. So once again, we want to give them a thunderous round of applause and act like we love them, and we want to make them understand that we love them and we understand what they're going through. So once again, give it to our babies.
Y'all, this is our future, y'all. This is our future. We're adults and we went through this. They are kids and they going through this. So we definitely need the parents. It's okay to cry, baby. It's okay. You know, because we need the parents, we need us as a community. These kids that's battling right now, y'all. These kids are battling. So in your prayers tonight, keep them up. Keep them lifted. Keep their parents lifted. Keep each individual lifted right now, y'all. Give it up one more time, y'all. And as we go on with the Cousin Coalition, we're going to come more children, more adults, more elders that's dealing with this, y'all. We not giving up if y'all support us or not. And we got to be here by ourselves next time. We going to support our kids. And we definitely want y'all to support them with us, y'all. These kids is in school. We're going to make sure they have a nice Christmas thanks to the sponsors. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Miss Denise, we see you out there, baby. We're going to let them say something, y'all. We're going to give them a time to say something. You want to say something? Come on, baby, say something. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, y'all. Love on it, y'all. When they go back to their seats, if y'all can grab it, just touching in agreement with these kids. Just because we made it over the hump, they ain't made it yet, y'all. They haven't made it yet. But it's okay. It's okay.
I want to thank my mom and my dad and my grandma for coming here and letting me come here, and thank everybody for supporting me and my family. Thank
you. I just want to thank my mom and my family for being at the hospital with me every time I have to go to the hospital. It's probably every other day, but I really appreciate my mom and my family for being there for me. And it is hard, but I never give up. So.
Thank you, Mom.
She said, thank you, Mama. What a mom at? What a parent. Can we just get the parents of the kids to stand right here? Because they going through something right now, y'all. These are the caregivers. They have, just because they got job, full-time job, they got to stop and go to the hospitals when they can't eat. They have to throw up. You know what I'm talking about? Give it up for these parents right now, y'all. Y'all know them. They found them in East St. Louis right here, y'all. We just want to thank you. Here she go. We just want to thank y'all as parents, allowing us to appreciate your children right now. We want to thank y'all. Y'all give it up for the parents. We ain't through with y'all. It's okay to cry. These y'all babies. My mama here. Mama, stand up. My mama here. I'm an 18-year cancer survivor myself. I've been through chemotherapy, radiation, surgery. They gave me 6 months to live. But my mom and my family from Chicago, my daughter, my aunties, they here with me. You know, and y'all is here with us too. So we take this here serious, y'all. Y'all do too. Y'all wouldn't be here either.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't be remiss if we did not recognize our great sponsors for the evening, the Casino Queen, Dino Jean, Fly Riders MCs. That is Page, Ink on Design, DMM Trucking, Crowder and Scroggins LTD, Riders, Planners, Trainers Inc., Shirley Reed, Beautiful and Wonderful Made by Creations, Eastside Health District, and our great caterer tonight, Heaven Sent Catering. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. Let's give them a round of applause. And Bug Masters Incorporated. Our corner, Miss Charmaine Savage. Let's give it up for Charmaine, y'all. Pink corner, all right. Also coming out of Pink's corner, the champ, the crusher, Christine Easton. Oh yeah, work it out, girl. Work it out, Christine. Also out of Pink corner, Miss Etwan Meadows. Come on out here, girl. Woo-hoo. Come on out here. Work it out, y'all. Oh yeah. We beating up cancer That's right, y'all. Coming out of the teal quarter. Out of the teal quarter. Ooh, T-Baby! Come on out of here, girl. Also out of the teal quarter. Let's bring out Frankie. Where Frankie at? We need to give Frankie a round of applause. She's not here. Let's give Frankie a round of applause, y'all. Yeah, she couldn't make it tonight. She fighting cancer. Give her a round of applause, y'all. All right, out of the purple corner. She weighs in at a tall 140 pounds. Miss Birdie Blackmon. Oh yeah, come on out, Mama Birdie. Oh yeah, beat 'em up, Birdie. Beat 'em up. Yeah, we knocking out cancer tonight, y'all. It coming out the apricot corner. Let's give it up for my other mama. Now she don't have a W2 on me, but that's my other mama, Miss Summerall from the South End, representing the South End, coming out of the apricot corner, y'all. Come on out, Miss Summerall. Oh yeah, baby, here she comes. Yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, look at them. They knocking it out. They knocking it out. They fighting and they knocking it out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for all our survivors here tonight. Our honorees here tonight. Oh yeah, high five, y'all. High five. Matter of fact, high five somebody next to y'all, y'all. That's right. That's right. Let's knock this thing up tonight. We got one more. I say this guy for last, because you know what? He used to these kind of introductions. He weighs in at a tall 165 pounds. What the WBC, former WBA champ, promoted by Don King, my old boss, from East St. Louis, Illinois, Arthur Flash Johnson. Let's get ready to rumble, boy. Do your thing. Do your thing, boy. Yeah. Yeah, Flash. Do your thing, boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up one more time for our honorees, our survivors, the faces of cancer, y'all. Survivors, right? We knocking it out here tonight in East St. Louis. I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. Yeah. All right, y'all. All right. Hey, can we turn around? Yeah, turn around. Smile at them pros, y'all. Yeah, do it. There you go, Crusher. There you go. Yeah. Come on, Arthur. Hey, T-Baby. Come on, pose with that stuff. Do your thing, girl. Oh, yeah, work it out. Come on, Charmaine. Come on, Charmaine. East St. Louis, the magazine. All right. Come on, Miss Birdie. Oh, yeah. Do your thing, girl. Yeah. Come on, look. No, I ain't gonna do it. Harold Larry. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on. Yeah, there you go. There you go, boy. Oh, yeah. All right, Miss Meadows. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you up here. Yeah, I'm with you, girl. Yeah, yeah. All right, Crusher. Do your thing, girl. Come on. Work it out. Work it out, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Sookie, Sookie now. All right, Mama Summerall. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. I'm with you, baby. Oh, yeah. South End represent. That's right, baby. Them Lincoln Tigers. Look at the Phantom Summeralls. That's right, y'all. All right, now. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. One more time. Let's give a big round of applause for our survivors, y'all. I love all of them. This is why we're here tonight. This is the celebration. We ain't crying. We don't share a few tears, but we happy here tonight, y'all. We are happy. They are with us and they ain't going nowhere. That's right. All right. Thank you, survivors. We We love each and every one of you. We love each and every one of you. God bless you. All right. Next up, I'd like to bring up. Next up, I'd like to bring up to the stage Next, I'd like to bring up, he's a native of East St. Louis and a member of Lincoln class of 1985. Without further ado, let me bring up Mr. Armand C. Wilborn, Sr.
I almost failed. Hey, this is going to be short and sweet, everybody. Let me have your attention, please. Can I have everyone's attention? I know everybody's kind of tired and ready to go. This is going to be short and sweet. Can I have your attention, please? Please, please, please. I'm not going to start talking to y'all. Shut up. Once again, my name is Armand Wilborn, and it's an honor to be here to honor these honorees. I was asked to present this award to a special lady, someone I've been knowing for over 30 years. Again, it's going to be short and sweet. Yvonne Henry, can you come up to the stage? She is also a cancer survivor, a fighter, beautiful woman, woman of God. And she is also my classmate. The Almighty Lincoln Senior High class of 1985. This is not from the class of 85, but I'm saying it from the class of 85. You know we love you. We love you. You were very smart coming to me. You didn't go to the east side. We love y'all east side, but I'm leaving. But on behalf of the committee, they wanted me to present you with this. This is a pink Bible. Oh. This is a pink Bible with her name engraved on it. Miss Yvonne Henry. So we want you to have, well, they want you to have that. We also have your robe with your name on the back of it. Yvonne. And they gave me this fan, so I'm just gonna say she's cool as a fan. So we're gonna give her this fan also. Here you go, Yvonne. So I love you, and thank you guys for letting me be a part of this. Thank you.
Dino, Q. All right, we going home, y'all. We want these cancer survivors to live their life like it's golden. They only got one life to live, and we want to live life is golden. So we want to thank you guys for coming out. We want to give a special round of applause to the Colors of Cancer Coalition for helping us put this together. Give us a round of applause. You know, we had a lot of obstacles coming through. We hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you real soon. Real soon. We want to thank the band. I want to thank Ms. Maurice Scott, the food, Heaven Sent Catering. I want to thank Blackmon for letting us host this. And by the way, the after party is at the Club Illusion. So make sure you guys go to Club Illusion. The after party is at Club Illusion for those who want to continue to have fun. You ain't got to go home, but you can go to Illusion. You ain't got to go home, but you can go to Illusion. Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate that. We're going to thank our DJ and our spotlight man, Mr. D.